We have in our midst now on the streets of every major city in the world, in the schools of every major city in the world, in the hospitals of every major city in the world, in the legislatures of every major city in the world, and in the graves and tomb sites of every major city in the world are children. Children are a very interesting phenomenon. But certain things about a child's physique and certain things about a child also are interesting to note too, and hard enough to try and protect that delicate apparatus that separates us from other life forms. Also, in that head are little openings which we call sinuses. In many cases, due to the ignorance of the parents and the non-opening and non-development of the child itself, those openings have been clogged up. That is what is called sinusitis and sinus problems. Those openings are to be kept open, not clogged up. If you clog them up, you will lessen the vibrations of the soul that is in the body. With a child, again, also there are meridians or lines that run from the spine to the ear, to the hands, the palm of the hand, to the soles of the feet, and the top of the head. These little energy lines are like little wires. They're to be kept clear, unclogged, unfettered, so that the child can again develop quickly. For in nature's way, the child should be fully grown at 12 to 13 years old when puberty, and in the case of the female, when the menses set in the case of the male, when it kicks into the higher power. Because of this backward, retarding society, they don't want that to happen, and it is succeeded in stopping puberty and the development of the brain. The body now is outstripping the brain in growth. That is a dangerous sign, for the body now is becoming that of the giants, especially with the sons of God. They will grow very tall, and the daughters of God will grow very tall, but unless the brain capacity and the neuron energies keep pace, you will have a giant, dumb beast capable of doing terrible things without the control of the brain. Some children, as you learn, do not follow Dr. Spock's pattern, do not follow the prescribed pediatric procedures, and do things different. Some of the children can learn to walk in 10 months, some 18 and 19 months old before they walk, and they're crawling around sometimes at 26 months old. Some can say 4 to 5 words in the first year. Some can say 4 to 5 words in the 4th month. It changes. Some children stay extremely hungry during the first 6 months and take in with an appetite that is voracious. Others seemingly don't want to eat at all. Some children are born to drug and dope addicts and seem to be afflicted with drug habits at birth and continue on through showing all the signs of that, while others again seem to show pronounced genetic activity that makes them extremely psychic, and the mothers know, but the fathers also know, because the mother has been communicating on a psychic plane. The father, however, has also been communicating on a psychic plane, but sometimes because of this backward society is not told the little signs that lets them know, especially if the soul is a male soul. Not only are the children going to be taller now, and you're going to see heights that begin to shock you, but they also have psychic powers that they're using, but they sometimes don't even realize they're using it. You will find when some children are around you, if you're a male, when the male child is around you, if you're a female, when the female child is around you, you'll experience a strange buzzing in your right ear. And sometimes after they leave, you'll think a bee is around, and you know a bee can't be around in the dead of winter. They are there to unlock certain powers within you, and when they're beginning to unlock, it's like a set that comes on, but the picture or the sound is not clear. So you get a little buzzing and you whip at it. You'll see people doing this a lot. You watch, especially black people, and there'll be nothing around and people will say they're crazy. They are not crazy. They are finally awakening. That energy that spirals in when the pineal is working will sometimes let you see flashes before your eyes. You see things flash and you're not quite sure whether it's a TV set, are you going crazy, or is something happening to you. You are awakening. These children are not children at all. They were not put here for you to sacrifice, and this child didn't ask to come here, so I will sacrifice my life for the child. Don't be a fool. The child was here because it is here to teach you, and you're here to teach it. You can both learn. You're not here to sacrifice. Your life is too precious. Both of you are supposed to understand it may be your worst enemy that is now born amongst you, and it may be your best friend. It is not at all a new soul, because any soul coming in since 1985, really I would say 1980, is an old soul. They are here to fight, but in a way that you don't even understand. They are here to reawaken you, to help get guidance, and they all must be centered. You cannot leave those souls alone. They did not come here to be left alone. If you leave them alone, they will come into the maturity of the animal body, and they will fight and kill. They have done it before. They will do it again. If you guide them, they will not be abused by computers. They master computers. In fact, it kicks in their neuron centers faster. The sound that you hear on the air in rap, the rap is only the soul that is very angry, and it needs to be angry because it needs that strength, needs that kind of a quickening and awakening. But it also needs a time for peace and quiet, because that is also to bring balance.